Hey everyone, Miss Sensi here, and welcome back to my channel. So if you can't tell, I have a new tripod. I like this one a lot because, as you guys just saw, I can talk to you guys about. Hopefully I'm not making anyone seasick. So there's that. Also, it has a ring light on it, so not only do I have my filming light, but I also have this ring light on. It is adjustable too, so we can make it brighter. Which I'm so damn pale, so it's probably reflecting back at you and blinding you. I do apologize for that. And then we can lower it, of course, and then I can even change the color itself, make it a little bit more warm, make it really warm. Again, make everything really orange. Yes, it is pronounced orange. We're not going to discuss this here and now, but I promise it is pronounced orange, not orange. But anyways, we're gonna lower that, get back to the correct light, lower it a little bit more because, again, I'm pale as all hell. And then I even got a microphone with a little spit guard. Definitely need that. But I don't have it installed yet because I don't have a program to run it on just yet. But that is something that I'm looking into getting next. Obviously, I'm getting everything set up behind me. Long way to go on that. But hey, baby steps. And then also I finally found, I should say, so I downloaded the official copy of my Adobe Elements Premiere, which is my video editing software, and then Adobe Photoshop. No. Why doesn't that sound right? That doesn't sound right. But anyways, my Photoshop and the video editing software, which are last year's models of those two softwares, so they're really good, and I'm really excited to finally get to use them in their full capacity. So I have been practicing on these like little mini versions that I was able to get off the internet, or I should say my husband was able to get off the internet for me. But finally we have found the actual discs that I had here in the house. They were put in a really weird spot, so that's why they were not found for quite some time. But anyways, those are downloaded, so I just need to learn to use a couple more things, kind of tweak a few more things to truly understand how they work before I officially edit my videos. But that's definitely something that's going to be happening in the very near future. So there's that. Alright, so there's a little bit of updates going on and everything. So what we're going to do is an unboxing. We're actually going to be doing 3 unboxings in this video just because there's a few things in each box. So there's, it's not enough to make one video. We're going to actually start off with something that I've already opened. Now, the reason that I already opened it was just because the package itself was really crushed and really damaged. I was having a damn panic attack. This came all the way from Europe, but not only that, it's not a very common pony, and I got a damn good deal on it, so I was like freaking out that something happened to it, and well, it didn't. So, a round of applause for Miss Jazzy, who's one of the roller skating ponies, as you can see. Her hair is beautiful, super soft. Her cutie marks are phenomenal. Her blush, her eyes, all of that stuff, absolutely phenomenal as well. All around, she's in really great shape. Now, the problem with these ponies tends to be the skates more time than not. She's also missing a little belt and a headset, so basically like a headphones, and then it would attach to like what looks like a Walkman, basically. A lot of you are probably like, what the hell is a Walkman? I know what an iPod is, but what's a Walkman? I don't know that. You probably don't know what beepers are either, or rotary phones, but that's okay. I digress. Okay. But anyways, like I was saying, so the skates tend to be the big issue on these. As you can see, there's some skates missing, or some wheels missing, I guess I should say. And then the casing is missing on that wheel. Actually, casing is missing on all wheels. And then this and this wheel have also fallen off. So I do plan on restoring these. But something that I discovered while inspecting the pony and making sure everything was okay after I saw how badly damaged the packaging was, which by the way was not the seller's fault, definitely the postal service's fault, or the postman's fault, because I had another box that was delivered that same day, also super crushed. So anyways, but I didn't know this front skate, I always wondered why it was always the front skate that seemed to fade in color, yet the 3 right here never seemed to. It's because this is the only skate that actually comes off. Not only that, only this skate and these 2 back wheels touch the ground. So, look at that. See how this skate and, this skate, so these 2 skates, and then obviously the back wheels, they don't touch the ground. They actually hover off the ground. So the only thing supporting the pony is actually this entire removable skate and then these 2 wheels right here. So it's not really a big rush that I fix these. These are literally for show. They don't even rotate. They're not real wheels. They are literally just for show 100%. And I also didn't realize that what you're supposed to do is wheel the pony back Oh, can you hear that? And then after you wheel it back, it shoots forward. I'm sure a lot of us understand that. I mean, a lot of us had toys like that growing up, especially when it came to like McDonald's toys and stuff. But yeah, that was all something that was very, very new to me. I had no idea. I thought everything was touching the ground. You could just roll the pony along. I didn't realize you could roll it back and have it shoot forward. So I definitely learned a lot of stuff when it came to this particular pony. And I'm super stoked to have her in my herd. She's actually my first roller skate pony as well. All right, next box. Next up, we have a bunch of stuff from Mexico. Not only are these 3 ponies and 2 saddles from Mexico, but they're actually the Mexican versions. Not only that, they are all no country. So as you can see, their feet are completely 100% flat, even more so flat than what would be considered the flat-foot collector's post ponies, like the flat-foot or mail order, Snuzzle, Minty, Cotton Candy, etc., who have engravings still on the bottom of their feet. These ponies are not marked at all. So I actually now have a total of 3 No Country Cotton Candy, and I have a total of 2 No Country Peachy now as well. Now, Mexican ponies, I've noticed a lot of times you get them with errors. They were not made as nicely as the ponies that were made in Hong Kong and China and other areas as well. Not only that, their eyes are painted on, so they weren't made in the factory. So a lot of times you'll notice a huge difference in the eye size. So if you look closely, you can see that this eye is actually bigger, and that tends to be the case. The other 2 that I have, same exact thing. One of their eyes is definitely noticeably bigger, but of course when displaying, it's not as noticeable as when you're like turning it back and forth and looking at that. She does have a forelock trim, as you can see right there. Cutie marks are okay, a little bit scuffed, again, super common with these ponies. The hair also tends to dry out a lot quicker than ponies made in Hong Kong, I've noticed. But yeah, relatively really good shape, and I now have 2 No Country Cotton Candies for sale, so if anyone's interested in either one, definitely let me know. And then when it comes to Miss Peachy here, we've got 2 of them. So one of them is going to be staying with me for my collection. It's probably going to be, well, that's the hard part. So they both definitely have their flaws. You can see this one is missing an entire chunk of her ear. Her hair is definitely still very, very, very pink, both her mane and her tail, whereas this one's a little bit faded, and this one also has a haircut on both ends. This one has, well, I wouldn't say severe, but fading to her cutie mark, whereas these cutie marks are super vibrant. However, she does also have smudging or staining to her back end as well. So I'm not 100% sure who I'm going to keep. Most likely I'm just going to keep this one because I don't have a problem with flipping her hair to this side, and then you would never even notice that she's missing an ear. So I'd rather do that and give this girl a loving home than worry about, somebody not wanting to pay pretty much anything for this because it has a missing ear. So I'll probably end up rehairing this girl, and then she will be ready to head off to a new home. Again, a No Country pony. No Country Peachy, I should say. Next box. Made a mistake. Not next box. Instead, I actually have 2 saddles, both from Mexico. So they look very, very similar to the purple saddles that you would get, made in Hong Kong or China or wherever it is they're made. Honestly, I do not know exactly where Hasbro had the purple saddles made, but you will know that on those ones, it's going to say Hasbro on the bottom as well as the year. I think the year is 1984, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But with these, there's actually no markings on them at all. Just like the bottom of the pony's hooves, there's just, nothing written there. So that's how you can tell these are actually the Mexican version of the purple saddle. So I have 2 of them, meaning one of them will definitely be for sale. Yay! Stepping away from My Little Pony, next up we have a Shera horse. Now the only reason I actually got this pony, although I was looking at her and I was interested in her, I was actually going to pass her by. But the only reason I got her is because the seller promised that they would give me free shipping if I agreed to purchase 1 more item. So I made an offer on her, she accepted, and honestly I'm really happy with it. I do think I am going to start collecting Shera horses. I do like that they also have removable wings, and then they have these removable masks that have unicorn horns on them, which are really cool. So they're definitely made to look like battle horses, which is awesome, really fierce, like really cool appearance, very strong appearance. And then also I like that you can see like the muscles and the detail in the ponies, or the horses, I guess I should say. These aren't really ponies, these are horses. Big difference in a pony and a horse for those of you that don't know. And what I do like about these though is that they're very similar to your fashion fillies. Very, very similar. And I collect fashion fillies now. I don't have a lot of them. I think I only have 4 of them at this time. So yeah, I think it's cool that, you know, they'll blend it right in on the shelf with the fashion fillies. Same exact size or similar size depending on exactly which fashion filly, of course. And then also just the design itself is extremely similar, including matching the fact that fashion fillies show off a lot of the details in the horse's body. So there's that. Back to ponies, we have Miss Bowtie here. She's in really nice shape. She's still very, very blue. So I'm a little confused on this. If anyone can clear this up, please, 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 please do, because I've tried to do research and I never get a straight answer, or I can never find a straight answer. So if you go on mylittlewiki.com, which is where I find a lot of my little pony information. Wow, that's a tongue twister actually. You'll see that there's a picture saying dark blue bow tie, light blue bow tie. So is that because they're showing how they fade? As in, like, yeah, this one's dark blue because this is how it was originally made. This one's light blue because it faded to that color. Or is it because they actually were made in these 2 varying shades? One was made in a darker blue, whereas one was made in a lighter blue. So if anyone knows for sure, please let me know. This one would obviously be classified as a dark blue bow tie. As you can see, she's a really, really nice, like a medium blue is what I would call it. And her cutie marks are still extremely pink. I want to clean that mark off of her, and then I want to take a look at her compared to the one that I have in my personal collection, because with her cutie marks being that pink still, she might actually beat the one that I have in my collection. So either way, I will have a very nice dark blue bow tie for sale. This one is a short-haired version. I do know for a fact though they were made in both a short-haired and long-haired version, just like Applejack, in case you didn't know that. And I do have both available for sale right now, both long-haired and short-haired versions. Next up, we have Miss Gusty. Definitely needs a day at the spa. She has a little mark on her. I'm not worried about it at all. Kind of looks like an orange paint. Again, yes, it is pronounced orange. Don't even start with me on that one. Anyways, I had red paint on like a dozen ponies, and it came off of every single one of them with absolutely no staining whatsoever. I was like freaking out that, yeah, I could get it off, but that there would always be like this light red or kind of like a pinkish hue to the ponies. And even on ponies that were white, that had this paint on them for probably well over a decade, and no staining at all. So pretty confident that I'll get it off of Gusty as well. So I actually only got Gusty because I thought that my Gusty was in really poor shape. No idea why I thought that, but I'm currently relabeling my ponies on my new laptop that my husband got me, and I noticed that I had a So Soft Gusty, which I didn't even remember having. Yeah, I definitely need to get all my ponies on display, not just some of them. But anyways, that's the reason for the list. I'm making the list so as I get ponies in, I can look at the list, and I even have a little notation. So they're all categorized based on Pegasus, Earth ponies, Rainbow ponies, etc. And then there's a little notation if I need to replace them and what reason I need to replace them. So if I get a pony, I'd be like, oh, it has this one spec, but it still beats the pony that I have. But anyways, so yeah, I think I was mistaking my Gusty, my normal non-So Soft Gusty, for the So Soft version. But anyway, it's a good thing because that means I now have Gusty for sale. I just need to get her cleaned up. So there's that. And then we have Miss Crunchberry. Now, this is a pony I really like. I don't know why I've always liked Crunchberry. I'm not usually a fan of this color combination, but for some reason, I like it on this pony. I don't know why. It took me a while to get Crunchberry, and I wonder if that's kind of part of it, just kind of like this draw, because I had all of the Sunday Best ponies except for her, and I was having a really hard time finding her for a damn good price like I got all of the others for. So I don't know if it was more so like I just wanted her because I couldn't get her, if that makes sense. Some marks and whatnot. Cutie mark needs to be touched up on both sides. Super easy fix though. I'm excited to get her cleaned up, restored, and available for sale. Whoosh. And one more My Little Pony before a couple of surprises. We have, I believe this one is Tassels, merry-go-round tassels. Why was that so difficult to say? I don't know. But you know what? I mess up on talking all the damn time, so not a surprise that I couldn't say the words merry-go-round tassel. Either way, she's definitely a project pony. Her hair is a little bit dry, definitely not concerning. I think with a bit of conditioner and then getting it curled, I think it's going to look absolutely beautiful, and I think it'll be pretty soft too. I do need to touch up her paint in a few places, as you can see, like right there. And then right there as well. Obviously the scuff on her nose has got to go, but I'm not too worried about it, so I think she's going to clean up beautifully. She's a little faded overall, which I notice is probably a common issue with this pony, because this is now my 3rd tassels, and all of them but one, which is the one I'm keeping for my collection, have had this all-around fading happen to them, and I've noticed it in a lot that I've seen for sale in the past, even some that I almost bought, that they had this all-around fading, so I just think it's a common issue for this pony, unfortunately. Alright. Now for the final ponies and surprise. Yay! I mean, they are ponies, but they are not My Little Pony. These are actually Keypers ponies. Super excited to have these. I actually wasn't planning on collecting Keypers, but I got these, and wow, I think they are freaking adorable. I mean, like really adorable. These are so stinking cute. And then I was looking more up, and there are so many I've never seen before and had no idea existed. And now I have a new obsession. Whoopsie. But hey, I got 2 of them, which doesn't happen often. I think only 3 times in my life have I gotten 2 of something at the exact same time, meaning I was able to keep one and sell one at the same time that are both in similar conditions. So their hair is a little bit dry, but I think with conditioning, I think it's going to look really, really beautiful. You will notice on the bottom, though, that this one has its stopper, whereas this one does not. I'm going to keep the one that does not have the stopper because I am not a picky collector, so that doesn't bother me one bit. So I am selling the one with the stopper in case you are interested. Now this thing I wasn't expecting, but I even got a little brush key with it. So it's a little brush that also looks like a key. So I am keeping the brush because I don't have this, so unfortunately I only got one of these, so this one is going to be for me. But hey, again, I'm keeping the one with the hole in it, so I think that's pretty fair. So you get the pony with the stopper, I get the brush. That's fair. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourself. Hopefully it wasn't too long. It kind of was, and I'm sorry. I was trying to get it cut down a lot. Do know that in the future I am planning on making the videos only like 10 or 11 minutes, so they'll be a lot shorter, which I think is going to be a good thing. I think everybody will appreciate that. I am taking up a bit of your time right now by ranting, so I'm going to shut up. In case you heard all the banging around, that was fireworks because it is 4th of July. So I'd like to say happy 4th of July to everybody, and as always, thank you so much for watching my video. Check out the links in the description below. If you're interested in anyone for sale, make sure you contact me on my sales Instagram, link below of course, and soon I'm going to have a Facebook group where it would be so much easier to literally view all of my inventory, but super organized into albums based on what the toy line and the generation etc. is. So I'm excited about that. I already have it in the works. I already have a lot done, but I have a lot more to go. But still, that's definitely something that should be open in the next couple of weeks. So, alright guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, have a good one. Bye!